As you guys might remember, this was my lawn back in April after a full scarify. And this is why we did it. Look at those horrible patches. Now, this footage might seem very familiar to you, and that is because it is from a previous video. I'm going to put it on screen now and quickly move on. This is how it looked when it was scarified, and this is how it looked a few weeks after. Looks pretty good, right? I published the results on June 2nd in this video. Of course, the links to both of those videos are in the description of this video, but that's not what this one is about. So guys, from the 2nd of June to the 23rd of June, things went slightly awry. And by that, I mean I made a few boo-boos. Right after scarification, of course, with the grass after taking a bit of a pulverizing, some weeds started to come. So I used some lawn-friendly weed killer, but I think I over-applied it as I ended up with brown patches again, and I also think it carried with my shoes and I brought it around the lawn. So my perfect, pristine lawn that was very, very hard to get to a certain point was kind of undoing itself a little bit. So it was time to act. Now, it is the height of the season, so I don't really want to scarify deeply into the soil again, so what I decided to do was to switch out the scarifying blades on my scarifier to my power raking attachment on my scarifier. So here we go again, guys, taking a bit of a risk. This is the power rake in action. I'm just getting set up and started here and going up and down the lawn, starting at the right hand side, very similar to when I scarified the lawn. Now what I noticed is that it's not pulling up just thatch, it's raking everything. It's going to take soil if you leave it long enough on the one spot. I kind of had it a little bit low, the actual rakes themselves, so I rose it up one level and it seemed to be okay. I took the whole power raking nice and slow as I really wanted to learn more about what it's actually going to do to the grass and to the soil. So this is a bit of an experiment, and of course I'm a little bit nervous as we are in the height of the season, but I think the dead grass is not going to come back on its own this year, so maybe a little bit of intervention like this is needed. Guys, this is just a quick update on the lawn. I know you guys have asked for it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm going to give you a quick look at how it looks now after the power raking. It's currently June 23rd, and I'm going to give you an update very, very shortly as well on how this has actually turned out. One thing to note is that I cut the lawn extra low this time, so that's why it looks extra patchy. But you can see from the green patches, the nice healthy patches, that's what the whole thing is supposed to look like. But where the weed killer went wrong and where I went wrong, I feel is evidenced in the yellow patches that you see on screen. One thing I really notice when I'm making these videos is how grey my hair has gotten so quickly. Now, the amount of thatch that actually came out of it was pretty shocking, to be honest with you, having just done full scarification a few months ago. So it did pull up a lot of actual debris, which was very promising, and it didn't make an absolute state out of the lawn. So we're going to see. Now, once I had all of that gathered up, the mist began to descend, and it was perfect timing. I threw down some seed just on a very, very bad corner of the lawn here. You'll see it on the bottom right in a moment, and covered it in a little bit of compost and soil. But here is how it looks. There's a little bit of mulch left over from the lawnmower, but I'm going to go over it again just to get that last bit up. Yeah, it's not very invasive. The lawn does not look great at the moment, but I've cleared a lot of debris out of it. I've thrown down some seed and going to continue to compost. Guys, thank you so much for watching this update. Next, I'm scarifying my front lawn, which is a bigger project than the back lawn, and I'll have that video out quite soon. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see more lawn content, and follow the journey to getting a perfect lawn.